Hello, everyone. Welcome to day three of spreading positivity. I might just have to name my series from now on, but yeah, today is day three, and before I start on my topic, I just wanna wish you all that I hope you guys are doing all right. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend ahead, and I hope every single one of you they are in completely at the best health and best spirits. Your family, your loved ones, your friends. I hope they're fine as well, and I hope your whatever mental battles you're going through or whatever time period you're going through, I hope it ends really soon, and I sincerely pray that you achieve whatever you are striving for. So, today's topic, I'm going to talk about acceptance. Now, acceptance has various viewpoint of of defining what it is. It can be as simple as just accepting a person for who they are, or just accepting a simple task, or accepting whatever comes to you, whatever life throws at you. Now, today I'm not just talking about accepting people, but also ourselves, our past, our future. Because let's be real, we cannot control the past or the future. What we have right now is the present, and we need to focus on the present in order in order to make sure that the future is bright. And this is the part where acceptance changes everything. Let's start off with a very classical example. I think a lot of us had wished that maybe we looked different, maybe we spoke different, we acted different. I wish I had a better sense of fashion. I wish I had money. I wish I was rich. I wish I had better parents. I wish I had good grades. All of these things, these fall under the same category of not being accepting once for who you are. And don't get me wrong, I can completely understand that you want to become a better version of yourself, which is completely alright. But then again, you need to trust the process. You need to give yourself time. You need to expose yourself to certain environments so that you can grow, you can thrive, and you can just obtain whatever mm, achievement you want to do. Now, I'll just give a really quick example here. Back in the day when I was 13 or 14, I used to think that, uh, speaking in a different accent, or, just being in touch or being very much in touch with the internet is a cool thing to be accepted within the netizens, or should I say the people who reside on the internet, or the people who serve the internet most of the times. Which is, I think, I blame media for this, for brainwashing our minds into thinking that, you need to do this and that and this to be accepted towards a certain group of people or a community, which is wrong in my opinion, because a person can be accepted as whoever they are they have uh, if they have a passion for understanding or learning whatever that thing is, right? And I think it goes a really long way. It goes a really long way on just just accepting for who we are and why we are. And I think this acceptance is very much required in today's generation, because many people, many men and women, they're not accepted for who they are, and they have to, they treat themselves so unkindly, they treat themselves so harshly that they even forget their own identity of who they were, which which seriously puts themselves in a very bad position to start off. Apart from that, what I also want to talk about is how how we accept others, how we are accepting towards others, or how we are how we perceive other person, you know uh, whoever is speaking to us or whoever is interacting with us. Again, it's not possible for every person to like you. It's not possible for you to like everyone or love everyone. There is a very high chance that you will be disappointed, or let's say, you know the other person will disappoint you. The chances of that is quite high, however, I must say. But that doesn't mean that that person is not acceptable. Maybe some of your thoughts or opinion just didn't match. Maybe your vibe didn't match. Maybe you guys got off the wrong foot. There is n number of possibilities that I can go on about to just list out the things that you guys didn't just accept uh, each other. I'll give a very real example of what I faced back when I was in university. So in my third year, basically, if you guys might know, in my every year has 2 semesters, and basically, I was in my third year, sixth semester. Over there, we had a subject known as machine learning. Now, machine learning as a subject, at first I hated it. The reason I hated it is because it had so much amount of formulae to just remember in your head and then use it according what you feel like is correct. And I started hating it before I even tried doing any of it. So basically, I just went on a hunch that, oh, this subject is not gonna be mine. I might have to do better in different subject. But as soon as I sat down, as soon as I listened to my professor, as soon as I wrote what I understood, it automatically fell in line. It was like a symphony. It was like a magic. And I kid you not, I literally fell in love with the subject I hated the most, and I started doing it every single day. I loved that subject so much that every single day I would just sit down and solve at least 10 to 15 problems of it. And I was so bamboozled with just myself that if I could just accepted that subject, if I would just understood that thing, if I could just just let it happen, maybe I didn't have to hate it or just create an intuition or just a hunch that, oh, this subject is gonna be the worst of me. I might not score good grades in at all. So I think this part of acceptance as well, it really has to go a long way, judging how my experience was, how I shared you guys my scenario. And this can be applied to real life as well. At first you may see a person that you may not like, or just have an assumption that, oh, this guy is just gonna be a very bad and a rude person in general. But as soon as you start talking to that person, as soon as you start interacting to that person, you may have a completely different opinion. And that's for a fact, I know it's true, because I have experienced that as well. Another thing, which, oh, excuse me, my phone is a bit off. Okay, so the next topic is about accepting circumstances. Now, many of us are thrown into certain scenarios or certain troubles that we just hate being in. Now, for me, I personally get pissed when I'm doing something, it's all going fine, and somehow there is this minor glitch or minor, you can say, flaw that prevents me from finishing that task. So that throws me off the edge, and I can understand why it would throw other people off the edge as well. And honestly, this perspective needs to be widely welcomed, that even though you have worked hard for something, even though you have did a lot of work, even though you have put efforts into something, and even if there's a minor glitch, you need to accept it. You cannot just be angry, or you cannot just be frustrated of the fact that, why did this happen to me as well. What you can do is you can just throw yourself in, let your imaginations run wild, ask people for help, look into Google, look into AI. I'm pretty sure you guys might find a solution anywhere, judging by how big the problem is. Uh, so, all in all, what I'm trying to say is all of these three topics, they need to be, they need to be accepted. They need to be practiced by other fellow people. And I think that this Particular topic is a bit close to me as well because I've had troubles in the past with accepting people and people accepting me as well for who I am. And I think that's the beauty of it, honestly. Just accepting for a person who they are, you will just get more and more diversity and more wholesomeness. So, in my opinion, everyone should be accepted for who they are, what they are, with their background, irrespective of their background, religion, skin color, whatever it may be. So that's about it for today. I really hope that you guys understood the message I was trying to carry, and I sincerely hope that all of you are well. And I love you all, and I hope you guys have a nice day. Thank you so much.